Hi there, Homespun friends. It is Sherry, and I'm coming along to share with you just a few of my favorite things. Just things that I have around my house that I really enjoy using on a daily basis. And I thought you might like to see what I'm using around here. I love to watch videos where people just show me the everyday things that they use. I pick up a lot of good tips from them, and I've even gone out and tried some of the items that they've recommended, and I've found new favorite things. The first thing I'm going to start with is my favorite butter container. It is made by Casabella, and it looks like this. I've had this container for about a year, and what I love about it is how lightweight and easy it is and non-breakable. Most of the butter dishes that I've had in the past have either been made of glass or just firm plastic, and it's very easy for them to shatter. And it's not like that with this particular container. This one is so wonderful and flexible. I leave butter on my countertop. Yes, I do. I've had people ask me, why do you leave butter? Why don't you put it back in the refrigerator? Well, I like to have my butter at room temperature because I like for it to be softened. It's so much easier to use real butter when it's soft. Now, I do not leave unsalted butter on my countertop because unsalted butter has no salt, which serves as a preservative. And so salted butter is all that I use to leave out on my countertop. I've left it out on my countertop for 2 or 3 weeks and never had a problem with it. But most often, I use about a stick a week or so, putting it on grits or toast or things like that. And so it doesn't stick around very long. Now the thing I like about this container is it has some measurement reminders imprinted right here inside the container. It also has along the top ridge, as you can see, some little marker points along the way. This makes perfectly shaped pats of butter, and you can just take this lid and use it as your slicer, and you can slice the perfect pat of butter each time. Also on the side it shows you an ounce, a tablespoon, and a teaspoon. So if you're looking to measure your butter, you have it built right into this container. I love this. Now you can find this on Amazon right now. The ones that they have on Amazon are yellow. I bought this one last year, and that's when they had the orange ones. But the ones that are on there now are yellow. They are $9. I think they're $9.45. So if you would like to pick one of these up and think that you would enjoy trying it, that's not a bad price. Now, I have looked at some with the Pioneer Woman. I love the looks of her butter dishes. I really do. And I've thought about getting me one, but I just haven't broken down and done it. They had one for, I don't know if it was $6 or $7 or something at Walmart. And the one that I saw had flowers painted on it, and it had a really pretty handle on it. And on the side, in like a teal color, it said, everything is better with butter, or something like that. And I thought it was really, really cute. But the one that I love the best, the one that if I had to have one, I would want, is the one that has the butterfly for the handle. And it's very pretty. It has, of course, the little platter on the bottom, and then the domed lid, and then the handle for that domed lid is an actual, ceramic butterfly. So, so pretty. They are heavier, maybe a little more cumbersome, something that you would use. I would probably put it on my dining room table and leave it empty all the time. And then when I had guests or my family over, I would transfer my butter from something like this into that real pretty container. But I would leave it out all the time if I had it because, well, it's really pretty. But I think it was about, if I'm thinking correctly, it was about $14. So I don't know. That's a little bit pricey for a butter dish, but I'm contemplating it. I don't know. Probably won't get it. But anyway, this is the one I just use in my kitchen for everyday use, and I love it. And I'll link it in the description box below. Another one of my favorite things are these cute little sanitizers by Bath & Body Works, and all of us have seen them. This is the new size. They used to be a different shape, but now they're this particular shape. I really like them no matter what shape they are. They smell wonderful, and they work great. Since my husband is a minister and we're always in and out of hospitals and in and out of people's homes visiting them when they're not feeling well, we each carry sanitizer. We have it in our pockets, we keep it in the car, and these are perfect. It says on here that it's $1.75, but when they go on sale, they're usually only $1, and I'll buy about 10 of them. And I have done many things with these sanitizers to use them as little gifts. I've put little ribbons around them and given them to the secretaries. Just sit them on their desk for a special treat one day. If I'm giving a birthday card to someone and you want to get them a little something, but you don't want them to feel obligated to give you something in the future, this is perfect. I mean, it's the perfect little thing to give. Perfect for a Sunday school teacher, a school teacher, I don't know, anyone that you might think of, the lady that delivers your newspapers. I mean, you know, it's a nice little treat to give someone. And I'll show you the flavors that I have. Sweet pea is my daughter's favorite. They love sweet pea. It is a great old scent that Bath & Body Works has had for a long time, and it has those beautiful little purple little bubble crystals in there, but you don't really feel them. They're just little micro beads, I guess, but they feel wonderful. Then we have the lemon one, this limoncello, and it also has the little blue beads in there. This one I think is one that they had for the holidays. I think I bought these after the holidays, actually, when they were $1 each. And this one is 1,000 Wishes. I love how they sparkle and shine. They're just pretty, you know. Something about being pretty makes women like them. Makes it even better if it looks good. And then this one is called A Beautiful Day. And the little lid just snaps up. It smells so, that smells good. It has a picture of a flower and an apple on there. I don't know. That smells really good. No wonder I bought that. I love these things. Okay, so that's one of my favorite things. Right now in my purse, I have something apple. I don't know if it's called like Market Stand Apple or something like that. I have that one. And then they made one for men that is kind of black. It looks very masculine, and that's what my husband carries with him. So that's one of my favorite things I wanted to share with you. Another one are these wonderful wax tarts. They smell so good. This one is made by Better Homes, and this one is called Scentsationals. Both of these came from Walmart. They're not very expensive. They come with the 6 little cubes, and they also make larger packages that you can get. I don't know if the cubes are bigger or if it has more cubes in it. I'm trying to remember. But these are 2 of my favorite scents. I love the cinnamon. It makes your house smell so good. And I also love the pine. And I've been known to use pine year-round. Something about the scent of pine makes your house smell clean. I don't know what that is, but it does. I have a tart warmer in my bedroom that lights up, and I also have one that you may have seen back in our den right here. And so about once or twice a week, I will toss one of these in. I've also had people ask me how I get rid of the old wax that's in there that's all melted. I take half of a paper towel, and I just sort of lay it down into the melted wax, and I let that paper towel absorb that wax, and then I kind of twist it up and take it to the trash. And that's all that I do to get the old wax out. My daughter said that she takes hers, unplugs hers, or takes the little topper off the warmer, lets it get hard, then she takes the edge of a fork and just pops it. It's all solid. It just pops right out, and she throws it away. So whichever way that you prefer to do it, it's not very hard. It makes a big difference in how your house smells. So I'll tell you something else. I meant to have one of these here to show you, but I didn't get it done. Honeysuckle is my favorite summer wax cube. They have them at Walmart. I did not see them the last time I was there, but I know that they have them. I've seen them other places. They're probably going to bring them back out for the summer. They smell amazing. Your house will smell like an old country farmhouse with the windows raised and those white, clean curtains blowing in the breeze. Yeah, that good, really. So I'll be using honeysuckle in my house this summer, and they're not very expensive, just $2 or $3 to pick these up. So try them out if you haven't already. Another one of my favorite things are these. They are so good. These came from Aldi. They're made by Specially Selected. They're dark chocolate covered sea salt caramels. And this entire 10-ounce container was, we've eaten some, but it was only $2.99. They have the best imported chocolates. They have, you know, the big chocolate bars, the fruit covered chocolate. You really need to check out Aldi for their chocolate if you haven't done that already. But this is only 180 calories for 2 pieces. Let me show you what it looks like in there. It is very delicious. And after dinner, we enjoy having 1 or 2 of these for a treat. Not bad. And so try these out if you have not. I'm highly recommending them. And then the last thing that I want to share with you that is among my favorite things right now, and you have seen them before. You have. Get out. Are my Micron pens. I love these Micron pens. I've had mine for a year, and I'm getting ready to invest in some more. I paid $15.99 for these pens. I thought I had paid less, but I was looking back onto my receipt. I paid $15.99 for these pens at the Lifeway Christian store. And the reason I thought about this is because my black one ran out. All of my colored ones are still working great, but my black one I used more than any. And I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to reorder some or go down to Lifeway and get some. I started thinking, I've looked at Hobby Lobby one time and I don't think they had the 8-pack. And the 8-pack was my favorite because it had the black, the brown, and then 6 colors. And I can't remember. I paid $15.99 for them, but when the ad popped up on Amazon, it was $11 and change, and I don't remember the change. It was maybe $11.20. And when I just followed the ad, went to Amazon, and there they were, and it said bestseller. And I can see why, because, wow, that is a really good price, because you're talking about a little over $1 a pen, and I paid $2 a pen when I got mine. So if you are really into scripture writing and Bible journaling, these are the best. They don't bleed through. There might be a slight shadowing, but they're very fine tipped. The tip of them on the outside looks like this. It gives you kind of your color there. Well, of course, you can see it on the bottom as well. There's your purple. Here's the green. And I love these pens. They're wonderful. And I'm going to link the 8-pack in the description box below for those of you who think that you might like to purchase the Micron pens while they're at that wonderful price. If you had a coupon from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or somewhere, then 40% off, you might get them slightly less than that. I'm not sure. I think that last time I was at Hobby Lobby, I looked and they did not have the 8-pack there. But maybe that's because they were sold out. Let me tell you, Bible journaling and journaling in general is really taking off. Everyone is doing it. All the supplies are always sold out everywhere I go. And I think it's just because it's so popular right now. But anyway, I will leave the link to these. A little over $11 for the 8 pens is great. I will leave you a link for the butter container if you decide that you want to try out the butter container. The other items, I don't know if there's a link for those. You'll just have to go to the store and try them out if you think you want to. I thank you so much for spending time with me, friends. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like this one of things around my house that I really enjoy from day to day. And let me know what some of your favorite things are that you use in your house. I look forward to seeing you next time, friends. Bye-bye.